Good morning, my friends. I know I haven't been on here a few days. I didn't know if anybody was really listening or not. And I've just kind of been caught up in doing some other things around the apartment and that. But I wanted to pick back up and read to you today called Lambslide. It's another one of our new books that I had got just before break. We've got several new books in. So I'm going to share with you Lambslide. And I love the pictures in this book. The author did a great job drawing. So I will make sure to go a little bit slow to show you the pictures. On the farm, there was a flock of lambs who believed the sun came up in the morning because they were ready to get up and play and set at night because they were sleepy and ready for bed. Kind of like we do. We get up with the sun and we go to sleep when it's nighttime. Now check out the beautiful pictures here. The author did a really great job with the pictures and who she worked with the illustrator. They thought the grass grew to please them, and the rain fell to annoy them. Kind of sounds like a lot of people, today they get annoyed when it rains, even though rain can be a blessing. And the only reason butterflies fluttered by was so that the lambs could chase them. Everything was about the lambs as far as the lambs were concerned. So the lambs think the world revolves around them and nobody else matters but the lambs. One day, Nicolette Farmer announced to her farmer family, "I'm going to run for class president." Mrs. Farmer said, "You'll win by a landslide." This meant her mother thought she would win. So she's got Nicolette for president on her sign. But the lambs thought she said, "You'll win by a lamb slide." This was exciting news because, again, the lambs think everything is around them. "Where is the landslide?" the lambs asked their mother. "There is no landslide," their mother said. "Now, will you please let me finish eating the lawn?" And the lawn is the grass. The lambs were disappointed. They wanted a landslide. So here's the little lambs bugging their mommy. And then here they are looking at Nicolette. "Every place we had to play was flat," the first lamb said. "No one can have fun in a flat meadow." "The pigs get to play in the mud," the second lamb said. "We'll never get to play in the mud." "That's because we aren't supposed to get our wool dirty," said the third lamb. The third lamb always did exactly as he was told. "The horses get to go on fun rides with the farmers. We never get to go anywhere." Sounds like some of my friends. Well, my brother gets to do this and my sister gets to do this, but I don't get to. We hear that in the classroom. The grumpy group of lambs went to their mother. She knew the answer to pretty much everything. "How do we get a landslide?" they asked. "First," she said, "you should see what the other animals think." So here is the family working on their farm. I know some of you live on farms also and have lots of animals to care for. And my page is stuck. "This seems like a good idea." So the lambs went to the chicken coop. "Do you think we could have a landslide?" the lambs asked the chicken. "I don't know," said the chicken. "Who would pay for it?" The lambs hadn't thought about this. The farmers said, because the farmers paid for everything, lambs didn't have to pay. "It's all right with me," said the chickens, "as long as it doesn't mean I get less chicken feed." So as long as they still get to eat, they don't care what the lambs get. "Do you think we could have a landslide?" the lambs asked the goat. "Would goats be allowed to go on the slide?" the goats inquired. Lambs hadn't thought about this, but they didn't see why not. "It's going to be a very big landslide. There'll be plenty of room for everyone." "Then it sounds good to me," said the goat. So the goats are like, as long as we get to play too, we don't care. "Do you think we should have a landslide?" the lambs asked the pigs. "Will it cover up our muddy places?" asked the pig. Lambs hadn't thought about that either. Where the landslide should go, they looked around the farm. "It will be right next to the barn," they said with authority. "Then there's no mud there," said the pig, "so the landslide is fine with me." Okay, now that the chickens and the goats and the pig had agreed that the landslide would be a positive addition to the farm, the lambs asked their mother what to do next. "What do you think we should do next?" asked their mother, who thought lambs should figure out things for themselves whenever possible. "Eat clover," asked the first lamb. "Run through the field," asked the second lamb. "Ask the farmers," asked the third lamb. "I think letting the farmers know how you feel is the best idea," said their mom. The lambs decided to make some signs for the farmers, but they weren't very good at it, so Nicolette asked to help them when she returned home. She was, after all, now the president of her class. The farmers looked at the signs. They were impressed that the lambs had thought things so thoroughly and carefully. And the signs say Lambslide for kids and you. And you is E-W-E, not Y-O-U, because you is another name for a lamb. Lambslide. Lambs need slides. More fun for lamb. That's what all the signs say. And that'll be in the next picture I will show you right here. Those are all the different signs that the lambs made with Nicolette. The farmers decided that the whole farm should vote on whether or not there would be a landslide. When all the voters were counted, the landslide had won by a landslide. So here all the animals are coming to vote now for the landslide. And there's the voting booth. Mr. and Mrs. Farmer thought about how to make the landslide strong, enough for the cows and wide enough for the horses. It needs to be long enough and fast enough to make it fun for the lambs. They put a big soft haystack at the bottom so everyone would have a nice landing. Oh, and to be safe. That is a smart idea. We want to be safe, whether it's kids or animals. The lambs went down the landslide again and again and again. So now here is their landslide all created. And all the other animals doing it too and checking it out. When they were too tired to climb the hill even one more time, they all cuddled up with their mother. "I think the lambs should have a swimming pool, with a diving board," one of the lambs said, yawning as she fell asleep, just like Miss Turner's yawning. "Shh," said her mother. "Be happy." So here the lambs got their way. And their mommy is saying, just be happy with what you have. You don't need more. And sometimes that's how we are in life. You know, we want to have something that isn't always there for us, and we want more, more, more. And sometimes we just need to be happy with what we have. It was so good to see you, my friends. I love and miss you. Hopefully we'll be together soon. I hope you're enjoying at least going outside and playing in your own yard and being safe, since it is beautiful outside right now. So have a great day. Bye.